Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Outside Covington. Misses the three. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. Beverly dishes to Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Robert Covington picks one up. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here is George. Leonard inside, working on Nurkic. Here's Beverly. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Lets it fly from 18. And he overshot that one, missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot by George, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the bucket.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Nobody near Lillard. The offensive rebound. Nurkic got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And George, here we go. Covington with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one drops. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The three from George. That shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. To the inside. Covington with it. George picks him up. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard the pass to Covington, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
George finds Leonard. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Nifty move. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Lillard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Such a wide open look.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Everly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. George with the bucket.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers, for the Trailblazers. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Simons. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson looking around. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
Outside Jackson. That one falls.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
You can't get that one. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll return shortly. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the one. Kennard finds Ibaka. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland leading. Pass to Powell. Inside, Kanter. Offensive rebound. That one's not going to go. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Batum against Anthony. Outside Jackson. Back to Batum. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
The pass to Carmelo. Shoots over Batum. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Pass to Ibaka. Kennard on the wing. Powell with the steal. And here they come. On up the court. And he makes that one. Simons has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes it to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. He dishes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Kennard with the ball. Hollis Jefferson's there.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Kicks it to Powell. Down low, Batum with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Ibaka outside. Pass to Kennard. The feed to Batum. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
George finds Zubats. Morris looking over the floor. Good. George has got 7.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
Beverly against Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Offensive rebound. Cullen passes to Covington. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Giles the pass to McCollum. That one off the back iron and out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Lillard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the team. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubats. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Leonard inside. Defended by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Lillard comes with the double team, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. That one goes. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And there's the basket. Whistle blow. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Kennard with the ball. Back to Ibaka. Dishes to Batum. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Kanter has a lane to the rim. He sees 2 points. This guy's a vicious dunker.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. Shoots the 3. It's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Kennard covering. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
Ibaka, the pass to man. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. There's the pass to Simons. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Ibaka finds Kennard. Back to Ibaka. Will it go? And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Simons surveying the D. From 7. And the nice bucket inside from Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Pass to Batum. Jacks up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Kanter kicks to Hollis Jefferson. 5 on the clock. Back to Kanter. Portland needs to get off a shot. Tries again. The dish now to Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Now Jackson. Passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Jackson against Lillard. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both teams will make substitutions. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Covington. McCollum outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. And George, here we go. The shot's good.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From 15 feet away, misses off the left iron.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done.
Oh, that was something else.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Lillard with it. And it's Anthony at the elbow.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Beverly. He kicks it to George. Pass to Leonard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Now the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Morris. Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. And that's now 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Hey, who's watching now?
Back to George. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Takes it out to Covington. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
Covington against Leonard. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way players.
And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. McCollum against George. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Like it 6. Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Lillard misses.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. For 3, Covington. A shot off that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Here is Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
George against McCollum. Fires from deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Beverly against Anthony, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nobody near Nurkic. Got it!
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
And the Clippers call time here. Guys, what do you think?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Enes Kanter.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. We are live. It's a Thursday night present. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Jackson, and it's Morris, and it's small forward. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. The 3 hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Jackson misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Richardson finds Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Over Porzingis. Cousins dishes to Morris. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Doncic. Count that one.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside, George. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. And he makes good on the layup.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And George kicks to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. The 3 from George. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Zubac. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Doncic. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. 6 on the shot clock. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Doncic has got his second basket. George dishes to Jackson. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Zubac. Porzingis with the steal, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic outside. At the tip, it's good on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's George on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Mavericks leading by 9. Doncic outside. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. George against Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Dallas moving it around. Finney Smith can't get it to go. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Here's Doncic, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the...
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Brunson against Beverley. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways.
Oh, yes. Goodness. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Kleba, the pass to Powell.
Very hard to move Patterson back with your body, which allows him to challenge every shot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Beverley feeling it out a bit. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Hardaway kicks to Kleba. Here's the pass to Brunson. Back to Kleba. Powell trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback. Powell's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Now here's Beverley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Hardaway kicks to Kleba. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. Back to Kleba. Pass to Powell. 11 feet away, and that one is good. Powell's got his second basket of the night. The Clippers trail by 13.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Brunson finds Hardaway. And here is Cauley Stein. Pass to Powell. Patterson bringing the double. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hardaway has got the lead up to 13 now for the man.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:06 left to play in the first half. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Jackson passes to Zubac. Porzingis with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The drive by Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 13 and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. The shot by George, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court. And then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. They went to work early at both ends.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Passes it to Marjanovic. And that one drops for him. Marjanovic has got his third bucket of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Buries the long-range jumper.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Jackson finds Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Mavericks leading by 14. Now Doncic. He's got 7. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Porzingis inside. Working on Zubac. Paul George with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Richardson.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside. Helps him draw fouls.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And they pick up 2.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Powell finds Cauley Stein. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Kennard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Brunson. Kleber against Patterson. There's the 3. Shot clock reset for Dallas. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Goes up. And it's blocked. Now here is Hardaway. 8 points for him. And here's Brunson. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Beverly, and the layup is good. Beverly's got his first points of the night.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
Beverly against Brunson. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And the pass to Kleber. There's Cauley Stein. Over Ibaka. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. To the inside.
I like when Kennard hustles on D. He's capable of making a difference on that end.
And so. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Brunson. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly. Ibaka is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Brunson with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Launches it. The rebound by Patterson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Beverly against Brunson. Kennard for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ibaka. Back to Beverly. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Morris, no good.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. For three, Richardson drains it from beyond the arc. Richardson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Good to see Richardson sink that one from long range. And defensively, I mean, there's only so much you can do against these three-point shots.
From deep, Morris, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. George finds Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers.
That's the move DeMarcus is capable of executing, using his strength to power through the contact.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Over George. And it's Doncic missing. Clippers trail by 10. George, no good. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Powell, the pass to Doncic. Porzingis at the elbow. It's Richardson on the wing. Dallas again missing. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Jackson deciding where to go with it. From deep, George. That shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Powell. Zubac's defending. Doncic outside. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Leonard missing. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Outside, Porzingis from deep. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. So, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for DH. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Let's go. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of it, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Josh Richardson. Back to McCollum. He kicks to Nurkic. Anthony up on top. Got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now, here's Doncic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Lillard. Over Doncic. It's tipped. Nurkic finds Anthony. Lock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Giles, the pass to Anthony. He gets it in there.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Here's Richardson. Fires, high post, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Anthony. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Lillard looking around. Pass to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Yep, it counts.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And here's Richardson. That shot missing. Good D by McCollum. It's Anthony with the drive. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Pass to Marjanovic. Over in the corner, Doncic. Richardson against Lillard. Richardson dishes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Simons surveying the D. Cantor, the pass to Simons. To the middle. Here's Covington. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porzingis.
You know, Covington's ability to space the floor and his length at the defensive end is something every team is looking for. He is the prototypical 3-and-D player in my mind.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks leading by 3. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Here's Simons. Here's Covington. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Maxi Kleber. Powell is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Now Brunson. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Back to Cauley Stein. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now Powell. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Cauley Stein with it. No points in the game yet for him.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. And no good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Brunson the pass to Powell. And he converts the layup. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Lillard finds McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brunson against Lillard. Outside Anthony. To the left side wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mavericks leading by 5. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Now here's Cauley Stein. There's the double team with Covington. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Simons the pass to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The pass to Simons. And here is Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock is at 3. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Richardson outside. Finney-Smith passes to Richardson. Marjanovic with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
35 seconds left in the first half. Down low. Kanter inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Powell. Kicks to Kanter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Dallas leading by 7. Now Doncic. Anthony with the block. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that's a...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Trailblazers trail by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. 5 to shoot, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Doncic feeling it out. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Mavs. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Giles. It's McCollum on the wing. Richardson covering. McCollum no good. Mavericks leading by 9. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Richardson no luck, and the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his third foul so far. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giant. That's his first foul. Here's Richardson. Right wing. Stolen by Kansas. And they're pushing it up. Here's Simons. Richardson covered. And it's good. 2 points.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Here's Simons. He's got 6, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. Inside, Covington with the steal. And there's the feed to Powell. Hardaway with the steal. And they're on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Covington against Cauley Stein. Covington the bounce pass. Clock at 4. Pass to Simons. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. A different look now for Portland. Mavericks leading by 9. Brunson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Now Hardaway for the 3. The rebound by Giants. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Can they get it? Pass to Giants. The shot comes out.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Kleber. And here's Brunson. Back to Kleber. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Dallas in control with the 9-point. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard. Trailblazers trail by 9. It's stolen. He's all alone. Jumps up. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
McCollum outside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Now Lillard. McCollum finds Lillard. And it's Anthony top of the key. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard dishes to Kanter, and it goes down 2 points. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And here's Doncic from the arc. But they'll get another chance. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Lillard outside. Takes it out to Covington. His three-pointer's off the mark. Mavericks leading by 13. Richardson, no luck. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Porzingis. Richardson the pass to Powell. Misses in close. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter. Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Mavericks with the rebound. .40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Here's Porzingis from downtown. Out to Hardaway. From deep. And it's Doncic missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Doncic outside, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are all ready.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hi everyone, greetings from 2K. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Portland, they've got Giles, Ande Hollis Jefferson out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Leonard. Back to Beverley. Lots of room. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And you can't play too far off of Patrick Beverley, or this can happen.
Beverley against Lillard. Dishes it to Nurkic. Passes it to Giles. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard inside. Defended by Covington. Beverley the pass to Leonard. The shot, no good. Good D by Covington. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Lillard. Goes up on the wing. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The pass to Nurkic. Here's Giles. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Outside, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now, here's Lillard. Giles kicks to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, sometimes you got to take a picture and understand what the defense is giving up, and Lillard took advantage there.
George dishes to Beverly. Makes it off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's where Patrick Beverley's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands, and he knocks the ball away.
Lillard bounce pass. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Covington against Leonard. Over in the corner, Lillard. Here's Covington, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles. This is his first free throw of the game. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
McCollum, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Man passes to Batum. Jackson with it. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Passes it to Anthony. 11 feet away. Another shot. Cantor in the corner. Powell with it. Shoots over Batum. Tries again. A shot by Anthony. No good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Jackson down low. No good there. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. That one goes in.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Anthony. Batum grabs the miss.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Knocks it loose. McCollum against Jackson. McCollum passes to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Beverly kicks to George. For 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Hollis Jefferson. Anthony right side. Trailblazers moving the ball around. That ties it up. Lillard's got 7.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Morris against Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. No one near him. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lillard. Covington dishes to Lillard. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Leonard against Covington. Leonard with the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Lillard finds Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Poke loose. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Lillard. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Nurkic. Lillard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Leonard looking over the floor. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Covington passes to Hollis Jefferson. Covington dishes to Lillard. Down low, Hollis Jefferson, and the layup falls. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Leonard. Fires from the wing. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Lillard bounce pass. Anthony against Morris. Here's Lillard, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real... And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot. Now here's Jackson. Passes to Kennard. Shoots. Pass to Mann. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Anthony. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. A 2-point game. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Anthony. Here's Cantor. With the putback. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Back to Ibaka. Here's the pass to Kennard. Over McCollum. That one wide left. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And here they go. Finished off the break. Cantor's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. The tray. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Anthony with it, guarded now by Jackson. It's stolen by Ibaka. It's stolen by Anthony. Basket good. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Jackson drives in with some arc. Outside for Batum. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Lock at 6. They need this. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Portland leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
It's blocked. McCollum against Batum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too, about 3 assists for his career.
Jackson drives in, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to McCollum, pulls it up, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Kennard kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now McCollum. 12 seconds left in the third. Some solid defense from Ibaka. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers as they end the third. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Beverly. Passes it to George. There's the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And good. He nails it. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. George double team. Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Morris has got his first basket.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Pass to McCollum. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. And stolen by Lillard. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
George passes to Beverly. Back to George. Lets it go with a 3. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to McCollum. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. To the middle. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Leonard with the ball. Shoots over Covington. Good D by Covington. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Bucket is good.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break that hurt Sharon Lewis, he talked with the team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. Or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. The rebound by Giles. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Covington passes to Giles. Covington kicks to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And that's a great play on defense there. Force him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
And George able to finish.
Paul George getting after it. They're helping out the teammate to try to secure one a second time.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
Well, free throws good from Lillard. Clippers trail by 12. Outside, George. And it's George again missing.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Covington's shot is off.
Hey, get on PG.
And here is Morris. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And Zubac picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Nurkic is a double-double machine every night. There's not a lot of teams right now that are equipped on their roster to handle the kind of size that Nurkic can bring. Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And so Portland takes this one. David, thank you. There it is, the Staples Center. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Left side, Leonard. Back to Beverley. Shot clock at 6. Zubats finds Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Now, here's Doncic. Over George. And that one hits back iron. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And George gets it to go.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Richardson. And here is Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Here's Leonard. The Mavericks making the shot. Nice D from Porzingis. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. They get it back to the inside. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Beverley kicks to Zubats. A 3-ball. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Richardson outside. Now the pass to Doncic. Now here's Marjanovic. Count the basket. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Leonard draws the double, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. 1:44 left to play in the first. Beverly against Doncic. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
Doncic against George. Tries from 10, and that one's good. Doncic.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
George looking over the floor. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson's running. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. On this that time would have put him up for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Deep 2 from Beverly. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic, and another basket for Dallas.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
And here's Leonard. The pass to Zubac. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwbacks.
Old school basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And oh!
My goodness. Well, let's see the vertical of Mr. Hardaway. Go ahead, sir. Pretty dunk.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Brunson with it. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Kennard. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Kleba finds Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Ibaka. The pass to Kennard. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Brunson the pass to Kleba. In the corner, Powell with it. Jackson against Kleba. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's man. Brunson covering. Batum for 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. Hardaway from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hardaway has got 7 points. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Los Angeles with another miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The shot by Kleber, wide open, off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Beverly, the pass to George. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Kleber against George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. .43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. There's the dish to Powell. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. It's good from long range. Brunson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now Leonard. Here's Zubac.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Up top, Doncic, defended by Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Shoots over Zubac. That's tipped. Clippers trail by 6. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Morris, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, there's a high IQ when you're talking about Marcus Morris, and in pick-and-roll sets, he is understanding how to get what he wants.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kept alive. Here's Cauley-Stein. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Kennard for 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Intercepted. Fast break. Here they come. Kennard for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic outside. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
From the arc, Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jackson finds Kennard. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Kennard against Richardson. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And that one goes long.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Richardson against Kennard. Porzingis. Cauley-Stein passes to Richardson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Fires the 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And we're... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Maxi Kleber is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 2-guard. Just 3 to shoot. Kennard for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Here's Brunson. And he gets the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Jackson finds Batum from past the arc. Powell pulls it in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Cauley Stein. And here is Kleber. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kennard against Cauley Stein. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Good on the shot. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Back to Brunson. And there's the pass to Cauley Stein. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic feeling it out. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Leonard with the steal. And here's the break to tie it up. And the layup good by Beverly. Beverly's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on George.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis. Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Outside Leonard. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
George passes to Beverly. Richardson with the double team. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
so here are the Clippers. They trail by 7. Passes to Leonard. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now, here's Doncic. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Pass to Beverly. Back to George. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Richardson outside. Lets the 3 fly. But they get it back. Here's Marjanovic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's off. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. back game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do right now. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Powell. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses. And here's Richardson. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Now Marjanovic. Back to Richardson. Marjanovic against Nurkic. First quarter, just over a minute played. And the dunk by Powell.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Covington against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. Powell kicks to Giles. Dishes it to Covington. Giles, the pass to Covington. The wing jumper off target. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Powell finds Nurkic. Here's Powell. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Moves back up. Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Here's Giles. Headed by Porzingis, and it's Giles missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Portland no good that time either.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Lillard. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
You got to love how clever Lillard is. I mean, he's exceptional at gutting the D apart with his dribbling moves.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Covington against Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Tries it from the top of the key. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley Stein throws it down with ease.
Trailblazers trail by 9. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simons. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Kleber with it, and Brunson has it in the corner. Pass to Powell over Anthony. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. Down low, Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Bounce pass, Kleber. Now here's Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Trailblazers trail by 11. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Now here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Cantor. Clock at 6. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks to Powell. The shot from the low post is good. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
And it's McCollum off the drive. The three from Anthony. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Mavericks leading by 11. Outside Hardaway. Kleber with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Brunson finds Powell. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Here's Cauley Stein. That shot off. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Anthony against Powell. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here's Cantor. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Cantor's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Feeds it to Powell. The pass to Kleba. Three-pointer. Here's Hardaway. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Lillard dishes to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Ahead. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here is Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And so
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2. Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Porzingis can't hit.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Richardson against Lillard. Over Richardson. Lillard misses.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Mr. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Powell dishes to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. His first shot coming late. Nurkic can't hit.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Maxi Kleba in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard the pass to Powell. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lillard from outside. Nurkic can't hit.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And the shot goes in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for the man.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard with the bucket. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Over Cauley Stein. That misses off the backboard. Mavericks leading by 13. Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Kleba. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Powell with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard up top. 6 points for him. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3-on-3. The shot by Kleba, wide open. Good on the triple. Kleba's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Powell finds Hardaway. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
But known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
And Cantor drops them both. And the Mavericks with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The feed to Hardaway. The 3. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Cullen passes to Cannon. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And so it's Dallas. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Out to the wing. And another turnover here by Portland.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Hardaway with a wide-open look. They get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson, no good.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Lillard. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Zingas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is sunk. Oh, wow.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Here's Lillard. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Nurkic finds Lillard. Here's McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. To the inside, Covington. And he uses the glass on the layup. Covington's got his first 2 points.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Doncic outside. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 13. Giles kicks to Covington. Lillard outside. And again, it's Portland converting.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Puts it up from 12. And again, it's Portland converting.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
1:58 left in the game. Here's Doncic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
.153 left in the fourth. Pass to Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Giles. On the clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. But they'll get another chance. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Covington wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Covington against Doncic. This one for three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this game. Such an overall great performance it was for Luka Doncic.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
Back to Doncic. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Trailblazers, trailing by 10. McCollum passes to Kanter. Back to McCollum for the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Now, Doncic. And the dunk by Powell.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.